Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. What is going on, everybody? Back again for another Sixers live stream tonight. Obviously, if you were in here yesterday, it got pretty chaotic. Comcast was playing games, but I think they're back on their stuff now. Hopefully, we will see what happens. Looks like Brett got fired again. But hey, man, all I ask is if you're coming into the stream, smash that like button for me. It helps push this content out. Hit the subscribe if you're new, whatever team you like, whatever sport you like. We are here to talk and debate, and hit the notification bell, man. What is going on, everybody? We're going to be talking about lineups. We're going to be talking about camp. We are going to live react to Doc Rivers' press conference from day one of camp, which was a few days ago. I still have not listened to it yet. I've seen some of the things that people are saying about it, but I want to listen to it live with you guys, talk, and get some insight from you as well. So shout out to everyone. Again, RB, Philly Take with RB in the chat. What is going on, everybody? First and foremost, though, before we do that, we have a new Fire Take member, baby. Hold up, my guy right here, Bruce Coughlin. All my people up in the chat, let's get a yes, sir going. Let's get it going, man, because I got the sound effect. All right, and we are now up to 25 Fire Take members. That is what I'm talking about. 25 members in the building. We're growing, we're living, we're having fun, man. But shout out to my guy Bruce, man. Always supporting every video, every stream, whatever, man. Appreciate you, my guy, a lot. And let's get it going, man. We're gonna give him a double yes, sir. Hold up. Let me get in the chat, man. Yes, sir. Bruce Coughlin, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, baby. Appreciate you, my guy. Hold up. Let's go ahead and hit it one more time. Let's kick it off right, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Bruce, man. Shout out to all the new members, by the way. 25 up now in the Fire Take Nation. Appreciate you guys. What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up, man? Let's see who else is in here. I see a whole bunch of members up in here, man. Woo! Shout out to Lucas. Shout out to Ethan. What's up, man? Says hopefully Comcast won't ruin our fun this time. I agree. Jonah Lynn, what's up? Rick Bennett, another channel member. What's up, my guy? So far, the outage map is looking all right. Let's see. Shout out to Nothing But Sixers Mini 21. Shout out to, let's see, who else is up in the chat, man? Oscar Lou's up in the chat. Gene Mark Romaine. I thought Seth Curry is all you need. Don't worry about Seth Curry because he's going to ball on whatever team this season because he'll have space on the floor and he's going to make everyone else better. Mark my words, man. I can't wait. Superhero 18 up in the chat. I'm more concerned, ironically, enough about small forward or at least depth than I am an elite shooting guard. We really don't have length there. I hear you, man. I hear you. And that's why I kind of want to move Ben Simmons to forward and let him rock, man. But you're right. We're going to need depth. We're not done, man, by any stretch. Don't worry. Let's see, man. Let's see. Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds. What's up, my guy? Bronny James. What's up? Shifty, what's up? The boy Josh, what's going on, my guy? Matisse Thibault Stan. He's a stand for Matisse, and he's a member, man. And let me tell you, Matisse, have you guys seen the new Matisse with the dreads? Things are getting spicy, man. Does that mean Mike Scott's on the outs? Who knows, man? Things are getting crazy in Philly. Asia Roberson, what's up? Channel member in the building. Leighton Woodley, what's good? Von Talks Podcast, what's up, my guy? BLSG, another member. What's going on, my guy? Let's see if Comcast can't piss me off today. You already know. Josh76, Cookies and Tacos. Bruce, our newest member. Shout out, give him some love in the chat. He says, let's get those likes up. Hey, all you got to do is smash that like button. Hit the subscribe. We're going to be reacting in a few minutes to Doc Rivers' press conference. Let's see what happens. Kevin Cronin, what's up? Hey, shout out to my guy Sean McQuestion up in the chat. Appreciate him, man. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's time to talk some Sixers because we are 2 weeks away from a Sixers game, a preseason game nonetheless, and then we got the season coming up. So it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Asia Roberson, what's going on? What's up? Scott Lawrence, my deuces, what's up? Looking forward all day to this, my friend. Appreciate you, my guy. Woo! What's going on, man? Melvin, what's up? Barn5, another member up in the chat. What's up, my guy? Connor Ludwig, everyone drop a like. Y'all got to do it, man. Let's get it to 50 likes. Awoken Myth record prediction. That'll be coming out in a week or two, all right? I don't know. I mean, basketball's harder since there's so many games, but we're going to be much better than last year. I'll tell you that. Young Dash, what's going on? Jose says, where do you see the Sixers this season at the East? I think we're going to be a top 5 seed. I do. I mean, look, you're telling me, look, Boston might be a top 5 seed probably. Milwaukee will probably be up there. I think they're going to take a step back. Toronto, I'm not too sure about Toronto. But you're giving me some of the other teams. The Knicks are not going to be a top 7 team. All right, the Wizards, I don't care if they got Westbrook. They're not going to be a top 8 team. All right, I'm just saying, man. Doug, just my opinion. You guys let me know. Where do you guys think the Sixers are going to rank? What's good, RB? What's up, Ethan says, is Comcast under control? If not, then Brett, Chip, and Gabe are confirmed Comcast employees. You already know, my guy. You already know. Defuse, what's up, my guy? What's up? Let's see. Philly fan 21, what's going on, bro? What's up? Charlie says, what's up, bro? Keep doing your thing. I love the Flyers. I love the Sixers and the Phillies and the Eagles. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let's see. Asia says we're at 30 likes. We got 55 in the chat. Let's get it to 50, man. And then we're going to start reacting to this press conference. Bronny James says, as long as Toby's going to perform like he did under Doc, I believe we are contenders. I feel you, man. And we're going to have space. And Seth Curry, people are sleeping on Seth Curry. I don't know why. But this man's going to ball out. I'm telling you, man. He's going to ball out. And I can't wait to get his jersey. Blurry says, our Nets will win the East. I don't think that's going to happen. I forgot about the Nets, but I mean, that's going to be, I'm telling you, they'll be a formidable team, but they're not going to be a top 1 or 2 seed. I'm telling you that. I don't care how good Kevin Durant is. Kyrie is a disaster. I'm telling you. Barn5 says, did you hear about Shake putting on muscle? Yes, I did. Now, do I believe he put on 15 pounds? That's a bit of a stretch for me. I think he could at least put on 10 pounds of muscle, somewhere like that. But look, man, Shake Milton's just got to get his body into condition. Look, we know this guy's a little scrawny guard, late round pick. He's got something to prove. And the fact that in a sample size, he shot 43% from behind the arc, I mean, it's something to build on. And in Doc Rivers' system, I think Shake's going to be fine. But he's got to get acclimated to the NBA strength and physicality and all that stuff. So that's what I think. Let's see, man. Jose says, Sixers in the finals. There you go. Don't sleep on the Hawks. Adam Matos, a new channel member as well. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Hey, shout out to everyone. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're about to react to Doc Rivers' press conference. Waiting for a little bit more people to get in here. We got 44 likes. Get it to 50 likes, and we're going to start reacting, man. Let's get it. Toronto's taking a big step back. I feel you, man. I'm not going to hold my expectations too high for them. Bro, my standards are really, after last season, I just want to have a better road record, and I'll be happy. Yeah, look, we were pitiful on the road. If we win half of those games, we're probably a top 3 seed, to be honest. Honestly. Oh, man. Let's see. Do you think the Sixers are going to have a massive trade? Not right now. Now, given where we're at halfway through this season, again, it's going to be weird with everything we have to go through. But halfway through the season, Daryl Morey sees something, someone's available. Look, this is what I've been saying. Someone from some team, like some star, or maybe not a top player in the league, but like a star, will be available this season because their team is going to do bad and they're going to try to get that out of here. They're going to say, this is a weird shortened year. We're trying to clear his contract and rebuild. Some team is going to have that situation. And the Sixers, Daryl Morey is not going to hesitate to jump in and say, whoop, give me that. Give me that. Oh, we need a forward. Give me that. Oh, we need more shooting. Give me that. We need a closer. Well, someone's available. I'll take that. I got confidence in Daryl Morey. Last year, I was scared that we weren't going to do anything, and we finally did pull off a trade to get Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson, which was nice, but Brett Brown doesn't know how to use people. So, look, man, things will be better. Don't worry. Things will be better. Woo. We got 52 likes in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Hey, we're about to start reacting to this. 1 second, man. Let me pull this thing up. Doc Rivers press conference. Let's see. Shout out to everyone. We got 60 people in the chat, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Let's see.
I'm with you.
All right. Let's see. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Leighton says Sixers got so many shooters now. I know. We got a lot of shooting, and I can't wait because I'm telling you, we are rebuilding the second phase of the 2017 team, and I can't wait. Let's see. Superhero says, we do have wingspan at guard, Milton 7 foot, Maxey 6'6", and Matisse, but generally I think a thicker, pure wingman. I feel you, man. Someone that can also put it on the floor. I feel you. Let's see. Jordan says Sixers are so underrated. They are sleeping on us. We are underrated. I mentioned this yesterday. Look, they don't want to give us a Christmas game. Fine. They don't want to give us this game. Fine. We are going to speak for ourselves, and I can't wait. I can't wait. If they get Harden, we're all screwed. We're not getting Harden, man. Apparently, they were saying that he wants to play with John Wall. They can have fun with that. I don't need any of that. I don't need that. Ryan Rowe, what's up, man? What's up? Shadow says, if Seth Curry starts, he's going to average 15, 16. Simmons is going to get him so many open looks. I'm telling you, Ben Simmons can honestly average double-digit assists this year. I'm telling you, man. The dude, he could even average a triple-double, to be honest. I mean, the guys are – look, we are building the right infrastructure, and I can't wait to see how it leads into the future, the next couple years. This is going to be our window right here for the next 3 years, to be honest. Let's see. Jersey Boy says, what's up, bro? What's going on, my guy? What's up? Don't know if I believe Pandemic P. If you guys didn't hear, I didn't hear the whole thing, but apparently there was a podcast or something yesterday, and Paul George apparently was throwing shade on Doc Rivers, saying, you know, they didn't make adjustments, and he was trying to play me like Reddick or something like that. And all I got to say to that is, you know what? He has the right to his opinion, but when you are supposed to be a star in this league and you're complaining about the coach not putting you in the right situation, should the coach put you in the right situation? Yes. But if you're going to shoot 3 for 16 from 3, if you're going to shoot 4 for 18 from the field, don't come crying to me because you choked and you can't make a damn shot, Paul George, hitting it off the side of the backboard. Stop it. Stop. A lot of respect lost for that. Aaron says, don't forget, under the clown, we only lost 2 home games. With better lineups, we could seriously surprise some people. We could end up top 3 in the East. I hear you, man, and I'm on the same wavelength as you. Let's see. We got 72 up in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody up in here. Ben says, who's going to be our closer this year? To be determined, my guy. To be determined. I don't know. I mean, can Shake step up and be that guy? Can Tobias be that guy? Is not dribbling for a year or two. Can Tobias take a big shot in a big time moment when he's on, right? I don't know. Maybe we hit a shooter. Who knows? Oh man, let's see. Paul George said a Doc in it was trash in an interview, not looking good. You act like I care what Paul George says. The guy can't even shoot and not hit the backboard. I can shoot and not hit the backboard. Come on, man. And I'm talking about from the side of the hoop. Get that. Paul George was the same guy as I'm watching a playoff game where he literally comes out to a post-game press conference and he says, oh, well, you know, my heart just wasn't in it because there's no fans here and it just doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel the same. So to be honest, like I just wasn't in it. You're going to tell me that guy is trying to talk about my head coach. Stop it. Stop it. Waste of what did they give up? 4 first-round picks? Crazy. Crazy. Let's see, man. Let's see. Asia Robertson says, Pelicans playing on Christmas. A joke. But hey, shout out to everyone in here. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're about to get into this press conference. Oh man, shout out to everyone in here. Let me know if you guys have watched it already. I have not seen it. So what is this? 25 minutes. So we're going to listen to some of it. We're going to pause and we're going to talk about it. I'm excited to hear what Doc has to say about this team. I really am. So let's get it. Let's see. Kind of happy we're underrated. We need an even bigger chip on our shoulder. Exactly. That's fine with me. Look, the underdog mentality, let us have that. Because everybody's going to start coming in. They're going to start piling in when we're a top team in the East. Let it happen, man. No worries from me. No worries from me. Doc Rivers called a terrible play for Paul George to shoot off the back. Are you kidding me, my guy? You're going to sit up in here and tell me, oh, he caught. Did we forget this was the NBA or something? Did we forget that these guys get paid $100 million and they've been playing this game since they came out the womb? Stop it, please. Oh, please. Oh man, that's funny. That's some funny stuff, my guy. That's funny. I guess Doc Rivers called a terrible play for Kawhi to shoot, what, 4 for 18 in that game 7? That's right. It makes sense. Oh, man. I'm done with the Harden tree talk. We need to focus now and build on guys like Shake and Tyrese. Facts. And we're going to be just fine. Let's see, man. Sixers going 56-16. They had road problems under the wrong coach, and the roster was being coached by the wrong person. Facts. But, hey, man, we're about to get into this press conference. Again, we're going to be talking about it. Hit the like. Hey, I need some help from you guys. Let me know. Hold up. Let me know if you guys can hear this, how the audio level is. I'm going to play this. Just a little test. Let me know how it is.
About Furkan Korkmaz, and basically what you see is his role. And I know there's a lot of competition among wings for minutes on this team, and just maybe where you see where he fits in.
I love what he can do. You know, obviously, Mark is tough, not having had a practice yet. You know,
Hey, how does the audio sound? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat because I never did this before. So, trying new things. Let's see. It's good, kind of fuzzy. It's good. It's all right. All right. Appreciate everyone, man. Appreciate everyone. We're going to get into this, man. Let's go ahead and restart this, and let's have some fun, man.
Guys, that's already in the queue. Looks like you're already raising your hand, so thanks for that.
I think it's a little fuzzy because of the guy asking the questions, but.
Hey, Doc, I wanted to ask you about Furkan Korkmaz, and basically what you see is his role. And I know there's a lot of competition among wings for minutes on this team, and just maybe where you see where he fits in.
I love what he can do. You know, obviously, Mark is tough, not having had a practice yet. You know, just doing individual workouts. But Furkan is an extremely skilled basketball player with size. You know, shoots the ball. Can dribble the ball.
I'm sorry, yo. Did he just come out with a question about Furkan Korkmaz? Was that his first question? Furkan Korkmaz. That's your first question. You don't ask about Joe. You don't ask about Ben. You ask about Furkan Korkmaz. That makes sense. All right, let's just keep listening, man. I hope this isn't about Furkan Korkmaz, Howell Neto, Alec Burks, Trey Burke, Norvell Pell. I hope it's not about these guys.
Can play pick and roll. Moves, has a very, very high basketball IQ. You can see that. Still young. So I think Furkan is going to be a very big piece to what we do this year.
Okay, thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Paul Hudrick from 97.3.
Everything good? Let me know if the audio is good.
Hey, Doc. Just curious, you have obviously a unique relationship with Seth Curry. Just how you felt the night the trade was made, and if you maybe see him as having a bigger role as far as ball handling than he maybe had in Dallas, maybe expanding that role here.
Yeah, I think we'll expand the role. I mean, I think most people don't realize is that Luka had the ball in his hands actually more than James Harden had the ball in his hands. So when you have a dominant player like that, you don't touch the ball as much. Yet, whenever Luka didn't have the ball in his hands, I thought Dallas played through Seth a lot, especially in pick and rolls. He's, playing against them in the playoffs. We were as scared of his shot as scared of his drives. His drives killed us. So he's a clever basketball player. And so we plan on using his strengths, bottom line.
Thank you.
Let's toss it to Tim Reynolds with the AP.
Hey, Doc. Nice to see you again.
Well, I don't see you, Tim, which is no fair, but
It's probably better that way for both of us. Obviously, the election is over, but
it is.
Well, depends who you ask.
Yeah.
How do you hope that the commitment to societal change, social change, ending police brutality, just finding more racial harmony in this country, it was an obvious talking point in the bubble, and a lot of that was fueled by the election. Now that November is over, maybe not. Now that November's over, how do you hope that continues to manifest across the league going forward?
Well, we got to hold people accountable for some of the promises that were made. I think that's number one. But I also think it's really important that we stay engaged. It takes a village, right? Not just to raise a child, but to get things done. It takes a community to get things done. And so just because, in some cases, the election went our way, we can't forget that 70 million people voted the other side as well. And so we have a country that is extremely divided, and that's not okay. Like we got to try to unify this country and still get some of the social things done that are the most important things. And again, I don't even use the word social justice. I use the word human rights. There's some things that just shouldn't happen, because of the color of your skin. That's just a human rights issue. And so we have to keep our eye on the ball. We have to stay engaged. The players have to stay engaged. We can't be, as I told a couple of our players today, Milli Vanilli. We can't be one-hit wonders that aren't true. We have to stay with it and follow through.
Next up is going to be Noah Levitt with NBC Sports Philly.
Hey, Doc. You mentioned that you'd like to increase the pace for this team now that you essentially have your roster and your coaching staff. How exactly do you plan to go about doing that? Is it messaging? Is it drawing up some quick-hitting actions that works? What's the approach there?
Well, messaging is always important because we have to tell them how we want to play. Identity is important. We have to show them what we should look like every night and get our guy.
Identity is important. Wow. I mean, we must have a mad scientist in Philadelphia. Identity is key. What else do I got to say? Like, what have we been preaching for the last 5 years? Identity is key. I've been saying this literally every day of my life. We had no identity. In the playoffs, who are you going to kick it to? Who are you going to give it to when the game's on the line? Who are you going to give it to get your main source of buckets? It's not that hard. Thank you, Doc. And he was talking about Seth Curry. Pretty much said how Luka had the ball so much. Seth Curry, is going to have an increased role in this offense. I agree. He was talking about social justice issues, which Doc has been high on, and a lot of the guys on our team have as well. So I'm sure they'll be bonding over that as well. But key, the identity is key. I agree, Doc. I agree.
Guys to buy into that and believe into that. And then structural as far as offensively, advancing the ball and getting the ball off the floor has to be something that's worked on every day. You cannot take it for granted. You can't even take for granted who takes the ball out. You want the ball up quick. We got to make sure the right people are taking the ball out, the right people are running their lanes. You'll hear a lot about running your lane, staying in your path, due to spacing issues. And so that'll be taught.
Thanks.
Let's go to Keith Pompey with the Inquirer.
Grammarly.
Bro, they gave me an ad? Come on, YouTube. Keith Pompey. I like Keith.
How you been, man?
I like Keith.
Great.
That's good to hear. That's great to hear. Doc, when you look at your team, right, you have shooters. You guys went out and got shooters in the draft. But it seems like you also focused on defensive-minded coaches as well. So when you look at this team right now, what's your identity? What do you want your identity to be?
Yeah, Keith, it's a great question.
Good question.
I have my own thoughts that I will not share yet because I want to make sure we get in the gym. I call it the lab. You got to get in there first.
Mm-hmm.
And the identity has to be what they believe it is, not what I want it to be. I know that we should be a great defensive team. I know that, Keith. And so if we start with that, but you win with balance. Teams that have won the title have been in the top 10 or top 5 in either offense or defense, and in the top 10 in either offense or defense. So you have to have great balance. And so that's what we're going to strive for. We want to be a great defensive team and a great offensive team.
Doc Rivers. I mean, is this my savior? Is this my calling? Come on, this is what we need. Did you hear him? He said balance is key. Identity is key, and we need balance. What have I been saying? This has the opportunity to be the most balanced Sixers team in years because we got a first unit that can play, that can mesh. And then off the bench, we finally have sufficient scoring. We have defense off the bench. We have playmakers. I think he was saying, championship teams usually are in the top 10 on offense and defense. Both. They're in offense and defense and are usually a top 5 in either offense or defense. So he's right. We got to create a balance on this team. And I'm not going to say he's throwing shade at Brett, but I mean, he said, I know we should be a defensive team. He's damn right. We thought we were going to be last year, and we could never put it together. And at that time, we were like snails, way too slow. And when we were supposed to be a defensive team, and we weren't, well, we got nothing left. So I agree.
We want to be top 10 in both. And if we can do that, historically, that would say we're one of the elite teams. And so it's going to take an elite effort to get there.
And just for a follow-up question, I mean, you've been coaching for over 20 years. You played in the league for a long time. How unique is this situation where you have you're a new coach, you have a new coaching staff, the players on the team, you would like to see how they play, and you brought in new players. Is it like, do you feel like you're playing catch up or something?
Yeah, it's a concern, Keith. If I have had one concern is that, and I've talked to several other coaches, but I know a lot of coaches that have still been with their franchise and how easy it is for them. Taking a job during this year of COVID is brutal. I will just throw that and say that it's brutal. And then making the changes because we haven't had a chance to be in the gym with our guys. We can't even put in our stuff or nothing. And then you got like a week and a half and you're in action, So I'll say this. We're going to simplify things as much as possible. It clearly wouldn't be what I would do if it was normal circumstances, but it is what it is. And teams like Boston and Milwaukee and Miami that are already said they have an advantage. And so we're fine with that. We just have to make up the deficit, and we probably have to do it through work.
Thanks, Doc.
There's so much I want to say about what he just said. First off, shout out to my guy BLSG, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Shout out to him. He's a channel member, and he also has a channel himself, so check it out. It says Doc Rivers is the GOAT. He's going to lead the Sixers to the NBA Finals. That is the big boy energy that I'm talking about, baby. Appreciate you, my guy. Man, you know what, Doc Rivers, from what he just said, you know what that spoke to me? That spoke levels of maturity. It also spoke the fact that Doc Rivers is going to adjust. You hear what he said? He literally openly admitted. He said accepting a coaching job right now where you have literally a month to get ready for a season, it's just not going to be perfect. We understand that. It's going to be okay. But what did he say? Even though some of these other teams might have an advantage, we are going to simplify. Wow. Don't we enjoy that word? Simplify. because that's all we can do right now until we get in our groove. It might take the Sixers 20, 30 games to really get into our full force and effect. But at that time, we can evaluate the roster. We can see what's going on. And he's absolutely right. It is going to be hard. But that's why you simplify things. We know what we should be doing, right? And I'm sure Doc knows exactly. But that is what I call a competent coach who can realize a situation and adapt everything around it. Man, he's damn right. He's damn right. Whew, let me say what's up to a few people in here, man. Matt Abrams, what's going on, man? Andrew says the key to use Joe as a center instead of a big, slow perimeter player. Well, yeah, that's obvious, my guy. Superhero says, I love the comment about running the lanes, staying in the lanes. It's something that I have to show on video, but he's talking some fundamentals that Brett never worked on. That's the thing, man. Got to be a sound basketball team. You got to be a sound basketball team. It's awesome listening to a good coach. It's like music to my ears, man, because for once, we don't got to come out here and listen to, biblical passages and philosophical terms. No, we can just listen to basketball. And this is what I like, man. A guy, he's been in the league 34 total years between as a player and a coach, man. Doc Rivers isn't a top 8, but he's certainly top 10. I think he understands more than most about the game. And honestly, Ben and Joe need a respected black man in the lead. Just my 2 cents. At the end of the day, look, Doc Rivers has talent. He has talent. He's going to come in here. In terms of being a top 8, well, I don't know who your top 7 in front of that would be, but I would love to know. I think he's going to do wonders for Ben and Joe, and I think he's going to advance them to the next level in their career, to be honest. Let's see. Kid Cloud, shout out to another new channel member, man. Appreciate you up in the chat. Show him some love, man. We got 25 members in the Fire Take Nation. Appreciate you guys. Sam says, what's popping? How much do you want to be seeing of Maxey this season? I think he's going to be a key bench player. I don't think it's likely that he'll start given this short time frame, but he'll work his way into it, man. He'll work his way into it. Trolls will be thrown out, no exceptions. Yeah, I agree, man. Doc will get it done. You already know. Again, we are in the middle of a press conference, and we're about to get back to it. Whew. Let's see, man. I can't believe people keep doubting Tobias. People didn't realize how good he was under Doc on the Clippers. Exactly. That's the Tobias that got a max contract that was averaging over 20 a game. And I think he's going to be great. There's nothing more simpler and beautiful than a pick and roll. Exactly. And look, man, I expect a lot of it. I really do, with Shake and with Ben on both sides of it, with Seth Curry. I expect a lot, man. Drummer Boy, what's going on, my guy? Hey, shout out to everyone. We got 122 in here. Hit the like button. Let's get back into this, man. Let's get back into it.
Next up is Kristen Ryan.
Liking what I'm hearing so far.
Hey, Doc, you just touched on this a little bit, but can you take us through your checklist for what you want to see from your guys during camp? Again, new team, new players, and obviously this unprecedented short preseason with just those 2 games.
Yeah, Kristen, it's tough because your checklist will be kind of manifest itself instead of like if it was a normal training camp, you would already have your checklist. Some of them would be checked. Like normal training camp, Kristen, I'd come in day 1 and know who's in shape and who's not. COVID training camp, you really don't know because right now all we can do is one-on-one stuff, so that's not real basketball conditioning. Someone can look like they're in shape and not be. So I would say, honestly, the first thing is what's our conditioning level at? And the reason that's important is because of injury. You don't want to be working on something the guys literally physically can't maintain. And so I would say conditioning would be first, and then defense and where we're at, just getting our defense philosophy and who we're going to be every night would be second. And then third is how we play offensively, how we should play and look every night.
Next up, we'll go to Kyle. Kyle, go ahead.
Hey, Doc. So historically, your teams have typically had a veteran guard who sort of establishes the second unit. You have a Lou Williams, a Jamal Crawford, even dating back to Boston. You have Sam Cassell, Eddie House, guys like that who can both score and play make. Do you feel like you have somebody like that on the roster right now, or is that going to be a process of growing somebody into that role this year?
Yeah, it'll probably be a process. I've had a lot of luck with really good second unit guards. I think we have.
Yo, have I not been saying this for like, I don't know, 3 months now? I mean, this guy literally everywhere he goes, he has a sniper off the bench as his sixth man. So I'm telling you, man, he knows what he's doing.
Have that. I think Shake, number one, right when I took the job, Shake is where my focus has been. I got to let him play even freer, which is crazy. I will say when I told him that, he was very happy with that news. I told him I would help him far more accountable defensively than I did for Jamal and Lou, for sure. But Shake has that ability in him. Furkan has another ability in him as far as, and maybe using them as a combination of scores coming off the bench would be terrific for us.
So just real quick, I have been hearing like the last day, people are, I saw this on Twitter. Someone was like, yeah, Doc Rivers basically said that Shake Milton is going to be our sixth man. You guys saw my top starting lineup. I actually thought Shake could be in the starting lineup, and I like the idea of Seth Curry coming off the bench. But at this point, what he's saying now signals to me that either Matisse Thybulle or Seth Curry will be in the starting lineup. I guess it depends what you want to do. And if he thinks Shake and Furkan can produce significantly, well, guess what? Well, maybe Seth can be in the starting lineup. I mean, we got to space the floor, right? So that's just what I'm hearing.
Next up, let's go to Cassidy Hubbard with ESPN.
Hi, Coach.
What's up, Cassidy?
Oh, it's good to see you, even though I'm sorry you can't see me.
That's all right. Let's go back to the bubble.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. I mean, the bubble situation.
No, thank you.
Well, when you were in Orlando, you said you underestimated the impact of the bubble.
Yeah.
How it was, impacting your players. But going into this situation where it's not a bubble and the threat of the virus and shutdowns is hanging over the league like a cloud, like what are you most concerned about? And is there anything you've learned in the bubble that you're focusing on applying to the start of the season?
Well, it is a little different because now we're at home and we're with our family and friends. We can order and eat wherever we want to, that whichever restaurants are still serving are open. So there is a little more freedom. Having said that, that's my concern at the same level. The food's not my concern. I'm thrilled to death about that. But the freedom is a concern. Like, man, I tell you, Cass, I guess I'm very concerned if we can pull this off. Just watching football, college, Ohio State, missing games, Pittsburgh and Baltimore can't even play a game. They can't get to it. Hopefully they play Wednesday now. The difference in football, they play once a week and they have 1,000 players. So, when you miss 3 or 4 players, you can still get away with it. If we miss 3 or 4 players, we're in trouble, especially with the amount of games. We're playing 3 and 4 games a week.
Hey, he's not lying. He's talking about, the NFL, you can afford to miss a player or two. You miss a 2 starters in the NBA, you're not winning the game most likely, honestly. And it sounds like he's concerned, so I feel you, man. Shout out to BLSG, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Says Doc Rivers is the GOAT of the NBA, and I'm the GOAT in the chat. Hey, there you go, man. I like the confidence, my guy. Shout out to you, man. Hey, appreciate you being a channel member and all the support, man. Go ahead and check his channel out as well.
So, one of our guys or 2 of our key guys get the virus, and they miss 10 days to 14 days. That could be 8 games in a 72-game season. That can knock you out of the playoffs. So that's a concern. Our guys' health is a concern, and that's tough. As a coach, you want to go into your team concerns being more basketball. And I think every coach's concerns right now is probably non-basketball.
How much of that 143-page memo have you gotten through?
Yeah, I'm still on 1 page.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, I'm looking for the cliff notes.
Thanks.
Let's go to Dan Yelston with BAP.
Oh, we got an ad coming. Get muted. All right, we'll be back on in 2 seconds. Come on with these ads, man. We're trying to listen to this interview, man.
How you doing, Doc?
Yeah.
Ben and Joel obviously are already all-stars, already fantastic players, but they each have some flaws that I guess have kept them from reaching true greatness, season-long greatness. How
Is a good question.
How do you try and unlock it with them? How do you try and unlock the keys?
How do you get Ben to shoot the ball?
Whether it's shooting, whether it's conditioning. Have you talked to them? What would you hope to do? And are there other instances where you've been
Just
able to
ask
reach,
them.
Superstars and kind of fix their flaws, so to speak?
Yeah, listen, there's clearly instances where I've reached superstars. There's probably somewhere I haven't, That's just part of coaching for 20 years. You have an opportunity with a lot of people. I think it helps having experience with a lot of different personalities. But Ben Singular and Joel Singular are unbelievable basketball players, and they've proven that. And what they have to do is win. Like, that's why we're all here, right? And so it's amazing how they haven't won together. And I said, well, the yet should be the word that we use more. They haven't won yet. They're young. They have time, and they have time to work. And I love what they both bring. I love that the biggest thing seeing them in the gym is their IQs. They are both brilliantly smart basketball players. And so that really will help in our growth process as trying to win together. They can do it. They will do it. The yet is what we have to take away. And that, I can't tell you when that's going to be, but it's going to happen. They're terrific. So
damn right.
We have to get in shape. Listen, every player that says they want to win a championship, then there's required things you have to do. It's just required to win. And one of them is conditioning. And so we're going to get everybody in the best shape possible. Obviously with COVID, it makes it double tough. I don't care about Ben shooting as much as so many other people seem to care about it. I care that he's a great player, and I'm going to let him play. I'm going to give him the keys and let him be free and play. If he takes no shots, I'm fine. If he takes 10 threes, I'm fine. If he gets to the line 15 times, I'm fine. Ben is brilliant enough for me to allow to play and not get in his way and try to cloud his head up with a bunch of crap. It's about winning. And that.
All right. We gotta pause this for 1 second. Because I just heard some things. First off, he was talking about conditioning. He was talking about Joel Embiid pretty much. I mean, he could have just said his name. Like, he said there are required things that you must do to get in shape. Well, like getting in shape to win a championship. And he's talking about getting in shape. He's pretty much talking to Embiid. You gotta get in shape, man. You can't be huffing and puffing down the floor. No, you can't do that. There's just certain things you got to do, and I agree with him. Now, he was talking about Ben Simmons, and he just brought it up. He said, I saw like someone talking about this on Twitter, but I didn't put it together. Did he say, I don't care about Ben Simmons shooting? He said if he gets to the line 15 times, that's all right. He's going to let him play free. And I understand that part of it. He's talking about Ben's being a smart player. But hold on. Let's go back and listen to that again because I got to hear this again.
It makes it double tough. I don't care about Ben shooting as much as so many other people seem to care about it. I care that he's a great player, and I'm going to let him play. I'm going to give him the keys and let him be free and play. If he takes no shots, I'm fine. If he takes 10 threes, I'm fine. If he gets to the line 15 times, I'm fine. Ben is brilliant enough for me to allow to play and not get in his way and try to cloud his head up with a bunch of crap. It's about winning. And that's what I want Ben to focus on, how to make each other better and win.
All right. So, yeah, he basically said he's not worried about Ben shooting like other people are. But I'll tell you straight up, to me, from just my first opinion, I would love to hear what everyone thinks. But to me, that's more of just not a deflection, but more of like a deferral, right? Like, let's push that down the road. I don't think for a second that Doc believes that this team can win a championship if Ben doesn't take at least one shot, at least two shots, right? So the fact that he says, oh, I'm not worried. I think what he's saying is that we don't need to harass Ben Simmons every single night because he can do so many different things. And a lot of different people fail to see that. And those are the people that say, trade Ben Simmons, trade this. No. I think what he's saying is we got to let Ben be free with the ball, space the floor, run the up tempo. And it's going to come. But I more so think that Doc, like he was saying earlier, he needs more time to experiment and get in the lab. I don't believe that for a second that this team can win a championship if Ben doesn't shoot at all. He's got to be at least a threat because whether it's in a pick and roll, whether he's either spaced out, give Tobias the ball, whatever. When Ben gets the ball past 15 feet, well, guess what? He's going to have to at least attempt a jump shot because that's what's going to keep the defense honest. So I don't agree with Doc there. And I honestly, I don't think that's straightforward, man. That's more of just say, let's handle that when it comes, and we're going to let these guys develop. But overall, like he's saying, he has to be a better overall player. Ben Simmons has to shoot or at least be able to keep the defense honest for this team to win a chip. That's all I got to say. Let's see what some people are thinking on that, man. What we got? 10 minutes left in the interview, so we'll read some of these comments and then we'll finish up. Let's see. Let's see, man. When Matisse can shoot better than Green, he can start. Yeah, and I think there's going to be a lot of improvement from Matisse's shot. I really do. I understand the Tyrese Maxey hype, but what about Isaiah Joe? Yeah, he's another one that's going to come off the bench, and people forget. I mean, this guy averages a steal and a half in college. He's going to be there, and he's going to disrupt. That's why I think our second unit is going to be very balanced because of guys like him. With Matisse Green is closer than people think. Prefer Matisse for the youth. I agree. 146 people up in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's get it to 100, man. Appreciate everybody up in here. Marvin says, do you have Teesprings merch? Hey, bro, I'm going to be dropping merch in a few months when first off, we're on the road to 5K. We got big things coming very, very soon to this channel, but I'm working on the merch already. So just wait on it. It's going to be fire, man. Don't worry. Let's see. Your team is a top 4 team in the East. I think we are going to be. I really do, as long as things mesh together. So Tobias is going to raise his stock. I hear you. Let's see. If Howard buys into the system, you guys might make the finals. I've been hearing great things on Twitter today about Dwight Howard in the press conferences or in the meetings and all that within the team. He's really become a vocal leader, and I think that Dwight was humbled. He obviously was because he didn't like coming off the bench. But now that he got that ring, he got to work with guys like LeBron and AD, and he really got an inside the locker room kind of sense of what it takes to win. He's here, and he's here to be that voice for Joel Embiid and this team. So I think he's going to be great for us. Let's see. The biggest thing is having Bird in their ear to keep them focused. Can we get a Danny Green three-peat, right? Can Danny Green win another one? It would be crazy, man. It would be crazy. But let's see what some people are saying about, what do you guys think about those Ben Simmons comments? Pretty much he said that he doesn't care as much as other people think about Ben Simmons shooting, and he doesn't have to shoot. What do you guys think about that? Let's see. Lucas says, I don't like what Doc just said about Ben shooting. I hear you, man. And I don't think that is the 100% truth as of right now. I really don't think that's the 100% truth right now, to be honest. Let's see. Ty Diedrich says, you guys got to get a better center is what I think. And what you think is not true. So Kid Cloud says, yes, sir. Appreciate you, my guy. Third stars don't guarantee chips. You need solid role players. I agree. And I think we're building the right structure around these guys. I do. Superhero says, I'm over the Ben shooting thing. He's the only one that's going to decide whether he shoots or not. I agree, but I think having a guy with the experience and the accountability factor like Doc is going to be able to make him a better player overall. So Do you think the Sixers can beat LeBron? We beat him almost every time we play him. We hold him, honestly. Every time we play him, we give him a tough matchup. If the Sixers would have just spent their money on more complimentary pieces and not Tobias and Al, they would have went way farther. Well, I mean, you could talk in hindsight if you want, but we'll see. We're really getting back to that, but now we have another ball handler like a Tobias, so. Bruce says Ben's going to shoot on his own. I'm telling you. I hear you, man. And look, Ben has been shooting since last season. I mean, I see all these videos. His shot form is getting much better. He has a jump shot. He just doesn't have the confidence yet. But now that he has more time and he has a guy he believes in, and he's going to have a little more space, especially in the system, I think he's going to be just fine, man. I think he's going to be just fine. Ben should be aggressive. It's more important than his shot. And yeah, I agree. But I think the shot comes with his aggression because when Ben is aggressive, right, it's hard to stay in front of a Ben Simmons. But they can create a wall. They can bring two in. But when you have Seth Curry outside, when you have a Danny Green, when you have Ben Simmons, who might even have his own jump shot from 15 feet, well, then they got to keep him honest. They can't afford to do that all the time. That's why in 17, obviously he was new, but he would just get to the rack. They knew what he was doing, and they still could not stop him. So that's how I feel about it, to be honest. Let's see, man. We'll read a couple more, and then we'll keep listening to this. You're exactly right about with Doc saying about Ben shooting. Yeah, man. I don't think he can't really talk on it until he has worked, like he said, in the lab with these guys. So what do you want him to say? Ben's going to come out here and shoot 10 threes a night? He can't say that yet until he gets a better sense. Like he said, identity of the team, man. Let's see. Cassius, what's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? I see Ben taking a bunch of free throws and corner shots rather than gunning threes and miss. Yeah, his free throws got to get better as well, and he actually has made a big jump over the last year. You're not going to shot collar Ben Simmons. I'm over it. The key is to getting Tobias Harris to 25 points a game. Yeah, I think he's going to average at least 22, honestly, in Doc Rivers' offense. So I don't think any of those three will be a star per se, but Maxey could be, I guess. Well, I don't know if we need a third star. Like I said, we don't need a big superstar player, but we need the perfect complement. And a lot can argue that Tobias can be that based off what we saw a couple years ago with the Clippers. Rick Bennett, appreciate you, my guy. Says like and subscribe. Dude, we got 100 likes on the stream, man. Let's go ahead and check it out, man. Let's get it out. Hey, we got 100 likes on the stream. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, baby. Subscribe if you're new. Vets are better at coming off the bench. I hear you. Dang, RB, it's been a minute. What's going on, man? What's up? Katie and Brooklyn taking the East. Stop it. Stop it. I wish you dropped merch before Christmas. Hey, man, look, we're working on things. I'm telling you guys, in 2-3 weeks' time, this channel, we have a lot coming to this channel, so just be patient with me, all right? If you're a channel member, you know what I'm talking about. Doc has to come in neutral as possible. Ben needs to have at least a 15-foot elbow shot. All of the shooters and Ben's passing ability is like a shot in itself. Exactly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But, hey, man, we got 10 minutes left in this. Honestly, I'm loving what I'm hearing from Doc so far. This is what, and honestly, one part of this year that's so underrated is that we can actually listen to our coach talk and take something away from it. You know what I mean? It's not, the speak a passage that makes no sense from history class, all right? We can actually talk basketball, and I'm loving it from Doc. So let's go ahead and get back into this, man.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Richard.
And I appreciate how open he is, too.
Hey, Doc, I was curious, with Daryl making a lot of moves in the offseason, it seemed like one of the main focuses was to add shooting to Ben and Joel. I was just curious, you as the coach, watching that happen, what your thought was and, how he and the front office kind of attacked that offseason.
Yeah, I mean, we did it together. So we were a team. And Daryl wouldn't have done any of those things without me sitting next to him and Elton sitting next to him. And so it's been our team meaning that front office team has so far we've worked phenomenally well together. And we've had some tough debates, giving up guys, without saying which one of the trades, but we had some really long, hard debates where the room was split, and we had to come to an agreement on things, and we did that. And once we pulled the trigger, everybody was happy. So that's the way front offices have to work, Rich. At least the ones that have been successful. The ones that are successful are in lockstep with each other. And the ones that aren't, they have that one guy that thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and does what he wants to do, and usually it doesn't work that way. So I love where we're at as an organization.
But specifically with the shooting that you guys have added.
Yeah, we needed it. I needed to create space for Ben and Joel. I want Ben to play and be able to go downhill and play, and I want Joel to work in space. And so we definitely have spacers on our team.
If you work in a team,
Another ad. He's right, though, about Ben going downhill and everything. I mean, he's not lying. I want to see Ben in the fast pace as well.
All right, next we're going to go to Kevin Kincaid with Crossing Broad.
Hey, Doc. Brett Brown's offense was kind of unique in the fact that there was very little pick and roll, not a lot of ISO. I think they were like bottom 2 pick and roll ISO team in the last couple of years. Ben and Joel an offensive system their entire NBA career. It's do you think there's going to be a learning curve there for them to learn some different concepts or come out of that style and play something a little bit different?
Yeah, it will be, and that's again too bad that we're doing it now, obviously with the short time, and so we're going to be very careful in what we do so we don't overthink this. And I don't want them out on the floor thinking right now. We have some time together, but I guarantee you we'll run more pick and rolls, and I guarantee you'll see more pick and rolls with Ben and Joel.
Yo, did he just throw shade at Brett Brown's offense? This man literally said, he like snickered. He was like, yeah, we're definitely going to run more pick and rolls. Like, he's like, I don't want him out there thinking, but we're definitely going to run more pick and rolls. Did this man, I mean, look, Brett Brown's out of here. Thank God. Man could not put together an offense. I don't even know if he was an offense or a defensive coach, but Doc Rivers, he like I've been saying, there are just fundamental things that you have to do. And he said it himself. But this team does not do them. And that is, I think when you start doing those things, the extraordinaires come, right? The things that make people great. You can have a bunch of talent, but you got to do the simple things right. And Doc Rivers just being around the game so long and just, understanding the game. Like, I mean, we see the game. We see every night. There's no reason that things should not change. And Doc knows that. And he's going to put the fundamentals in first. And then the rest of it will come, man. This is music to my ears.
So, but I like a lot of the stuff they ran in the past, too. They had some pretty good movement stuff. And so we want to make sure that because of this shortened preseason, shortened training camp, and quick first game, that we don't try to do too much. We want to make them as comfortable as possible.
I mean, just as a quick follow-up, do you think with Tobias then you can do a lot of the stuff you did with him in Los Angeles with this roster here?
Yeah, I think almost easier in some stretches. And, Tobias and I have obviously talked a ton since me taking the job. First thing we got to get him back to being is a quick decision player. I told him, I saw him dribbling way too much. And Tobias is so darn skilled going downhill, left and right. And we need to get back to taking advantage of that.
I'm going to play this one more time so you guys can hear this, if you did not hear it.
Being is a quick decision player. I told him, I saw him dribbling way too much. And Tobias is so darn skilled going downhill, left and right. And we need to get back to taking.
Tobias Harris was dribbling the ball too much. We need him to be a quick decision maker. Well, geez. It took a mad scientist to think of that, right? How many times did we complain about Tobias Harris sitting at the top of the key, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, 2 seconds on the shot clock? No. Put Tobias at the elbow, give him a couple dribbles, give him a screen, bang. He is a mid-range specialist. Thank you, Doc Rivers. I mean, thank basketball gods in itself. Just thank you for letting me enjoy this. I mean, this is the start of something special. I mean, what does Brett Brown think about that comment? Did he tell Tobias to hold on to the ball for 20 seconds? I mean, things are coming together. Tobias is going to take a big step up this year. That's all I got to say.
Guys, we're going to have time for 4 more here, starting with John Clark with NBC.
Hey, Doc, that was exactly what I was going to ask you about with Tobias Harris. So I guess I'll ask about conversations you've had with Ben Simmons and kind of maybe a leadership role that he has to have as your point guard, if you're going to have him as your point guard on the floor and things like that.
Well, we got a lot about that. You know, in the leadership thing, I don't kind of worry about right now. I kind of let that manifest itself through his play, through his practice habits and his example. But because he's going to have the ball in his hands so much, he has to have an understanding every night of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to get. And he has to be able to communicate that to everybody on the floor. So he has to become a great studier of our offense, of the opponent's defense. He has to know every single position on the floor and understand where everybody should be. And he has to vocalize that. And so he will do that. Ben is a great decision maker. Is it been a point guard? Honestly, I don't care. I don't even know that yet, John. But I know one thing: if you can get him in space going downhill, the ball gets to the right place. And so we want to do that as much as we can.
Thank you.
Next up is Steve Ashburner with NBA.com.
This is great.
Can you hear me?
This is great.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I'm loving this.
To the Marquette guy to want Cliff Notes.
Hey, I know. We were talking well, Steve. We were talking
why is this guy breathing down his mic?
I'm thinking of the rookies here. No summer league, no 3+ months to get acclimated to this.
Yeah.
Thinking, I mean, they basically have had 2 weeks to find out who they're going to work for and what part of the country they're going to live in. Can you imagine what it's like for this, this process for new guys? And what can
all right. That's the second time I heard the words, the process. You got to chill. But just one thing to what he just said, man, about Ben Simmons being in space, moving downhill. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. He doesn't know if it's a point guard or whatever he is. Positionless basketball. But what he did say is Ben's going to be able to have to guard every single position. And he's damn right. Love it.
Coaches do, and what can the players do to sort of navigate this?
Man, I don't know, Steve. This is a hard one with our rookies. They're all in now, doing their individual workouts. It's so separated right now. I mean, just think on the first day of camp, our rookies probably won't know the other players on the team. When you think of it in that terms, that's insane. And I guarantee you they won't know them. The veterans, the Dwight Howard and Joel, they're going to come in. Who's this guy? And hey, my name is Maxie. I mean, it's going to be that type of scene. And then as coaching staffs, you've been in the NBA, Steve, probably longer than me, which makes you really old. Listen, you don't wait. You get going, and so we're going to throw these guys right in the fire. In some ways, that may be good. They don't overthink.
Facts.
Some will struggle. I think for the rookies this year, the mental toughness factor will be gigantic.
Thank you.
Next up is Pat Gallen with CBS.
Hey, Doc. With the rotation, obviously everything is so condensed. How long do you think in this sort of situation would you like to have to be able to craft the rotation
And how long do you think you have, with it being 2 preseason games and a 72-game schedule?
Well, I can tell you this: I won't have it by game 1. It's just impossible. Pat, in this case, I don't know, because some of this will be guys still trying to work themselves into great condition, and so you don't see their best. Some, maybe the system, it takes time for them to figure it out. So, man, I don't have a date or I would prefer by game 1, but that's not going to happen. I'm realistic about that. So it's just going to be something that kind of happens through the season.
Thanks.
All right, so we're going to have time for one more from Derek Bodner with The Athletic. Go ahead, Derek.
All right, last question.
Hey, Doc. So one sort of type of player that Ben and Joel have both had success for in the past is sort of like a guard who can fly off the screens and shoot from the perimeter.
Yeah.
Seth Curry, is that something where you think he can grow, add a higher usage of that to his game, or is that sort of tougher for shooters to add?
Well, there's no JJ Redick's, with that speed and that pace, but Seth can do a lot of those things, and so can Furkan, and so can Shake, So I think we have 3 guys, in my opinion, that have the chance to do some of that, and I think we have to do that. I thought Brett ran some great stuff with JJ and Joel and Ben, and now we have these 3 guys that we can probably use some of that stuff to work for us as well.
Rainmore and Flanagan.
How dare you give me an ad? That's all right. So that was it, man. So we just watched the whole Doc Rivers press conference from Media Day. The last thing he said there was that he was giving Brett Brown credit. The only thing that we ran with Brett Brown was those dribble handoffs. That was the only thing that worked when JJ Redick was hauling around Joel Embiid and knocking down. But just being classy there. But overall, everything I just heard from Doc Rivers, it's just music to my ears. It's just things I love to hear. Things like that. You just we're not going crazy, okay? We're not going crazy. This team is going to do the simple things. They're going to establish an identity, and they're going to go from there. They're going to see how things progress. But what I do know is that Ben and Joe are finally going to take that step in their career. You know why? Because they're playing under a guy that knows. He understands what must be built into a basketball team. He talked highly about Tobias, Seth, everybody, Shake Milton, Matisse. This team, I can't wait to see how they play under Doc Rivers, man. Everything I just heard, with the exception of one thing, was just music. And the only thing I'd heard that was interesting was about him saying that Ben doesn't need to shoot at all. And I don't think that's completely true. And I don't think he believes that. But he's going to take some time to figure that out and how to use Ben Simmons the best way possible. And we will see adjustments, which we never saw. Embiid is the best center right now. No one can tell me different. It's either Embiid or AD, to be honest. Shake will probably be relegated to 6-man, and I think Maxey will eventually start over Seth. I don't know, man. The way I feel about it is to start the season, maybe Seth starts with Danny Green, obviously Ben, Tobias, and Joe. But at the end of the day, man, we're just going to do what works. We're going to see what works because not a lot of teams know or can figure that out right away. So I think we could have went out and maybe got a better ball handler, like someone like Jamal Crawford. I think we're all right. I think we are. I just think we need forward depth, to be honest. Let's see, man. Superhero says, I wouldn't even trade Furkan Korkmaz for PG-13. That's how I feel about him slandering our coach. Dude went 3 for 17. Exactly. It doesn't take a good coach to not hit the side of the backboard. So get that out of here. Come on. Ben plays too fast. You think so? I think Ben needs to play faster than what we saw last season. And I think he's at his best when he's playing fast, to be honest. I think Seth is going to use those DHOs way more effectively with his ability to go downhill. Exactly. I think Seth Curry, this might be the best situation for Seth Curry. Coming around a guy off screens like Joel Embiid will set. I mean, JJ Redick talked highly about it if you never saw that. I agree. Seth is his son. Yeah, his son-in-law. So that's pretty funny. Wonder how that's going to go. I'm so ready for Sixers basketball. Facts, Bruce. I cannot wait, man. Put me out of the Eagles' misery. Just give me Sixers basketball. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Sounded like there was friction in the front office on moving Jay Rich. I don't know, man. I feel like both teams won that trade, to be honest. Like, at the end of the day, we need spacing, we need shooting. Jay Rich didn't do that for us. He'll be all right. Jay Rich will be a fine NBA player. He just wasn't a good fit here, to be honest. Straight facts, RB. I'm so ready for the Sixers basketball. I can't wait. Bye, Sheer Randall. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you being up in here. If Embiid's out of shape, then what do you think about Jokic? They're both heavy 7-footers, and Embiid has a way better body. Yeah, honestly, man, I think Embiid will be fine. He's going to have to get down at least like 10 pounds, but, I mean, that'll be simple in Doc Rivers. I mean, I don't think Brett Brown ever had a conversation with Joel Embiid about his fitness, about his health. I really don't. I mean, Embiid admittedly openly said, that he was unhealthy and like nothing ever happened after that. So I don't know, man. Daniel Rosenthal says, who do you see playing the backup power forward? Well, that's a good question. That is the one question I've been thinking about. When I look at this roster, it's just like, do we go with a small ball lineup or what happens? Can Paul Reed come in and play power forward? Is he going to be a 5? I don't know. We got a lot of shooters now, a lot of two-way kind of guards. We got some wings. We need some forward depth, though. We do. And I really don't know. I don't know who's going to be the backup power forward for this team. I think you're going to see a variation, though. Like, I think you're going to see Tobias run with the second unit a little bit. I think you're not always going to see Ben and Joe on the floor together at the same time. Like, obviously, they'll start the game, but Joe doesn't always have to come out 6 minutes into the first quarter. You know what I mean? I think we can make some shifty lineups with guys that can shoot and play defense. And I just think we're going to be a much faster paced type of team. So I know Doc talked about that before, too. Seth can average around 16 to 18 this year, and Shake can average 14, 16. Yeah, I would like that. I think that would do wonders for us, to be honest. Blue City says, I feel so disrespected that the Sixers are not playing on Christmas Day. Yeah. At the end of the day, like I said yesterday, who cares, man? Like, let them disrespect us. Let them do what they have to do. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But yeah, man, so we talked about Furkan and Doc's going to try to get him in the role. The thing I like, though, is that if Furkan's not shooting, guess what? You don't have a spot on the bench guaranteed anymore. We got these other young guys coming up. We don't need you if you're not hitting. And that's what I think. I think there's going to be a lot of battles in camp, and I think, that there's going to be battles to start the year. We're not going to see something constant because now we have the depth. We can go out and we can replace someone if they're not playing well. So that's how I feel about it. Let's see. Ben's at his best playing fast and Embiid is at his best when the team is playing slow. It's a good point, but I think if you find the balance between that, I think we could be a good team. Honestly. Let's see. Probably Mike Scott, though he has been pretty bad. I don't even think Mike Scott is going to be on this team, to be honest, for a long. I feel like they're trying to trade him, and if they can't, they're going to cut him or do whatever they have to. I know he's a fan favorite. I know he's loved, but I just don't see him being part of this team. Like, I don't see him being part of a championship second unit. That's just my opinion. I love the guy. I love his personality, but at the end of the day, it's a business, Every year we hear about how in shape Embiid, then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, he's gassed. Well, yeah, because, again, this is what I don't understand about people that, are ready to trade Embiid and Simmons. You have not seen him under a competent coach. You have not seen him under a a valued person that is going to put people at their best, or at least motivate them and make them do the simple things. We have not seen that. So if Ben and Joe have shown as much promise as they have, just wait till you see what happens this year. Just wait. I'm telling you. Terrence Ferguson and 2 second-rounders for KPJ. Look, man, Terrence Ferguson, I forgot he was on the team. When I made my roster lineup, I forgot he was on the team, honestly. He might even get some play off the bench. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. With Dwight Howard at backup center, you might see some of the threes playing small ball stretch fours. Exactly. I agree. I think we're going to see a really big up-tempo kind of shift on this team. We got to make them regret it. Number 1 seed. Hey, don't let them keep sleeping on us, man. That we'll be the number 1 seed. They'll say, hey, we're going to flex you guys to Christmas. And then we're going to say, nope. Nope. I like the Sixers aren't playing on Christmas. My blood pressure going to be easy, right? Do you think Doc will go deep in the lineup, or you think it will be an 8, 9, 10-man rotation? This is a good question and something I've been thinking about as well. You know, I think to start the season, given the fact we have not seen a lot of these people and they need their chance, right? It's not like a whole camp where you get to really get an idea of who could still play. I think we're going to see a stretched out rotation to begin. But as we start to phase out, this guy can't play anymore. For example, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but Furkan can't shoot, get him out. We're going to see that happen, 20, 30 games into the season. And I think really by halfway, whether we got to make a trade, whether we got to do this, do that, I think I'm fine with running a 9, 10-man rotation. I really am for the rest of the season after that. But that's just my opinion. Guys might need more rest, so we'll see what happens. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Max, the Brett Brown hater, another channel member. Shout out to all the members, man. We just hit 25 channel members. Shout out to everyone in here, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It helps push this out, man. And hit that notification bell. We're on the road to 5K, man. Shout out to everyone up in here, man. Next week I might be doing a live call-in show again. So you guys can come in, voice your opinions, voice how you think the season's going to go. I think we're going to plan that for next week. And then the week after that, we got a game. We got a preseason game. So I can't wait, man. What position should Ben play? Point guard, small forward, or power forward? Well, again, my opinion, you guys let me know down below. Let me know in the chat. Should Ben be a point guard, a small forward, or a power forward? I think his future, the peak of Ben Simmons is him being a point forward, which is him playing small forward with an athletic guard next to him. But again, it's positionless basketball with Doc Rivers. So I'm not going to get too technical on it, but I think he needs to be a point forward. That's my answer. You try playing 48 minutes a game in Brett's turnover-heavy system. They practically ran suicides out there on the court with how much they had to get back on defense. Exactly, my guy. Exactly. Toby, Korkmaz, and Mike probably will be traded this season. I don't know about that. I don't know about Tobias getting moved, but we'll see how he plays. I think he's going to be much better. I'm liking how Dwight talks about Ben and Joe specifically. Yeah, I was just talking about that, but there was one quote. I forget. I'm not going to be able to find it, but basically he was just talking about, obviously he said they can be a great duo, and I know Justin Anderson said that as well. But he really said he's amped up to play here and see the development because everybody knows how special these two can be together. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Let's see. Laurie the Ranger, what's going on? Appreciate you being in here. Shout out to you. We always play better as underdogs. Can't wait for the season. Exactly. Let them keep sleeping on us. In 17, guess what? Nobody was thinking about us. Even when we went on a hot streak, then they started to say, oh, look at that Sixers team. They're red hot right now. They're red hot. They might go to the semis. They might go to the finals. That's what they started saying, but let them sleep. We don't need all this attention. We don't need that right now. Just let us do our thing, get into our grind, and we'll be fine. For this year, I'm going for 56 wins. Remember, there's 72 games in a season, so that's saying 56 and 16. Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I will have a video out next week talking about what my expectations are for the year and what will make this a successful season. So, but hey, so I asked, what do you guys think in terms of Ben Simmons? Should he be a point guard, small forward, or power forward? To me, he just needs to be a point forward, but let's go ahead and look at them. Before we do that, shout out to my guy, Philly Talk Podcast, man. Definitely going to be streaming with him soon. If you guys have not yet, check him out. He says point guard / power forward with Curry. Appreciate the super chat, my guy, and I hear you. Look, Seth Curry to me is going to thrive in Doc Rivers' system. I think that, he's got to come on. I would like him off the bench, but even if he's starting and we could space the floor, and as long as guys like Shake Milton and Matisse Thybulle and Isaiah Joe can step up and play meaningful minutes and can hold themselves on both sides of the floor, that's fine with me. Seth Curry, we might see the emergence of the best version of Seth Curry. I agree, bro. I agree. Shout out to my guy, man. Show him some love. All right, let's see. Where were we at? Here we are. All right, so point guard, small forward, power forward, blue coats for Walton Jr. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much play, to be honest. When the Clippers got Doc, his first words was, "You haven't done anything." That's the kind of coach we have. You think Brett could say that to a franchise player without hiding behind a table? Exactly. Got to be honest. And in those film rooms, man, it's going to get spicy. I'm telling you. But that's what we need. Nah, Ben should play power forward, small forward, ideally. Hope Doc doesn't choke. Toby's not going anywhere. Did Doc take the job due to him having experience with Tobias? I think he took the job because of what he said, because he has the chance to coach two stars in their mid-20s and have complementary pieces like Tobias Harris and everybody else. I think that's why. I really do. And, I mean, he even said he was going to literally not even coach for a little bit, but we enticed him, which is good. Center, no. Every show should be a call-in show. Yeah, I'm not doing every show to be a call-in show. We have them periodically throughout the channel because there's not enough time to do that in every show. But we do them throughout. We'll definitely do them throughout the season. Some games we're gonna have post-game live shows and we're gonna do call-ins, and you guys are gonna give your instant reaction to the game. So it's gonna be lit, man. And like I said, there are big things coming to the channel. So keep your eye on it. That's all I gotta say. Doc came to Philly because of Simmons and Embiid, not because of Harris. Exactly. I think Doc did it for all the above reasons. It's going to be a job where he gets his reputation back, good point, and his slander goes away. I want the Sixers to develop Paul Reed as more of a 4, similar to how they developed Pascal Siakam. Yeah, the only thing with Paul Reed is he has a wacky jump shot, and I think it's got to improve. It's got to get better, but he plays hard, and he can play up-tempo, so I can't wait to see what he can do. I think Toby turns it on this year, making him a better trade target. We need to offload his contract. I think we got to see how he plays first. That's just my opinion. Yo, what's going on? Just join. What are we talking about? Well, we just listened to the whole Doc Rivers press conference, so you're going to have to go back and listen to that. We're only going to be on for like 5 more minutes, so I'm just taking questions now. I'm taking some questions. In Doc and Morey, we trust. Look, I'm telling you, we did what we needed to. We burned it down and started from the ground up. And luckily, we fell into Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey. But my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm surprised Sixers turned things around that quickly. Daryl Morey is the Jesus of basketball management. The dude averages like 8 trades a year. So I'm ready. Let's see. You're right, RB. Everyone knows how good Embiid and Ben can be together. That's why they're determined to break them up. They don't want any opposition to LeBron. I'm telling you, man, look, all I want to say is that to all these people that you guys know who you were and everyone else knows who they were as well, that were in the chat during the playoff streams and all this stuff, trade Ben, trade Joe, blah, 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 trade Harden for Simmons. All I'm saying is midway through this year, I want you to come back and bring that same energy. Just say I was wrong, because these two, what they can do together, when they can win 65% of their games together under Brett Brown, you're going to see what they can do, man. That's all I got to say. I'm going to let the actions speak for themselves. If Tease could hit threes consistently, we'd be a completely different team. Again, a lot of people think Tease can't shoot. He won't be able to. I saw Matisse be able to hit shots before he got that injury last year. And, you know, I've heard he's working on his shot. I heard he's improving. Look, all I can say is it's going to take him a little while. But with the IQ that he has on defense, I think Matisse Thybulle is going to step up and be that dude for us. I really do. And I think he's going to be a future piece. I don't want to trade him. I don't want to trade him. RB PF, I was saying point forward. I got you, my guy. Yeah, he needs to be a point forward, whatever position that looks like. What's your starting lineup? Need to know if you guys can match up with Nets. Hey, well, I dropped a video a couple days ago with my top 4 projected starting lineups. We don't know exactly yet. I guess we'll get an idea in a couple weeks, but definitely check that video out. People don't realize how much having Seth, who can handle the ball, some next to Simmons, is point forward. Exactly. I agree. I don't know if Seth's going to be our starting point guard, but I know he's going to be a big help on offense. I do. Ben can play 1 to 5. That's the point. No tight cast to a position. Facts. And Doc literally said he's trying to make him be acclimated to each position on the floor. So I agree. I'm going to go off on the post-game live shows if we lose or win. That's what it's for, man. I'm going to take all the energy. I'm telling you. But, hey, we'll wrap this up in a few minutes, get some final questions. Appreciate everyone that's in here, man. Hour and a half strong. Hit the like. Helps push us out. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell. You guys know what to do, man. Shout out to everyone up in here, man. Let's see. Who's the favorite to win the title? I think if Sixers don't do anything, they will trade for Harden. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. It's just too much that needs to happen, to be honest. I need Ben to get more vocal out there along with Joe, but specifically Ben because he's the floor general. I think you got a good point. Some guys you're not going to be able to change, but as long as he's keeping up with his play, that's what I'm worried about, to be honest. If we had Doc coaching that 2017-18 team, they could have made it way farther to the finals. Facts. Let's see, man. Calm Mulligan. The Sixers are mediocre at best. Celtics with Tatum for 4+ years. Well, you know what, man? I think you need a mulligan on that take because I don't know what you're seeing, but the Celtics really aren't doing that much, to be honest. Am I supposed to be scared of Tristan Thompson? Am I supposed to be scared of Tristan Thompson? Just let me know. That reminds me, because Tristan Thompson's in the East, Westbrook's in the East, Joel Embiid's about to come for all you guys. Andre Drummond, I can't wait. All of you saying Doc chokes. Remember Larry Brown before Detroit. Phil Jackson laughed at him for taking the job. Said he should have took the job with the Rockets with Yao and T-Mac and then got smoked. Facts. My guy Eric just spits facts up on here. I would never trade Matisse. He has the chance to be a great role player for this team. He has the chance to be a starter, in my opinion, down the line. But that's just me. My thoughts on Toby. I love the guy. He's an okay fit, but not ideal. His contract is huge, and we're going to have problems in the future keeping these young bucks we like. We'll see, man. We'll see. Moves are not done. Don't worry. Sixers and Blazers have the most underrated offseason, no doubt, in my opinion. Well, I like your opinion. Trade him and put Ben at the 4. We got to see what he does, man, under Doc. We got to see. We got to give him that limb. That's my opinion on it, but Andy says RB needs more subs. Appreciate it, my guy. What are we? Let's see. We're 260 away from 5K. And by the way, I might as well announce it now. Look, first off, we got special things coming, like I said. But we're going to be doing a giveaway, man. You guys, for all your support with how fast the channel is growing, man, I'm going to be giving away some jerseys, maybe even something else. I don't know. Probably a couple jerseys when I hit 5K. Obviously, you know, I might sneak it into like the middle of some of my videos, just like, here's how to apply for the giveaway, just because I want to see who watches my videos. Let me know if you guys actually watch my entire videos, because You'll get the notice. You'll get the notice, but we got to do something big for 5K, man. I think Embiid is our best player, but Ben is our most valuable player. Interesting take. Very interesting. What do you guys think of that? I think they're both great, and I think they both are going to be great. Mike, have a good night, my guy. Have a good night. Let's see. Tease is like Jeremy Grant. I didn't want him going, and look at Grant. He's banging. I hope we don't make the same mistake. Yeah, and Landry Shamet, too. We're going to see him this year, too. It's going to be crazy. Facts. Check Tatum's shooting percentage when he plays Ben. And now he's going to have this support system around him. Man, I can't wait to play the Celtics. I can't wait to play the Raptors. I can't wait. I can't wait. Travis Scooter says the Clippers are going to drop y'all off. Round of applause. Great take. Just a great take, man. Great take. Save that one in the book, man. Maxi's literally starting on his rookie contract. Matisse is the same situation as Shake. Facts. People sleeping on the Sixers. Sixers are going to eat this year. Let them keep sleeping, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's see. Trishan is barbecue chicken for Joe. I can't wait for them to try and double Joe. Exactly. But this time it's not going to be stinking Al Horford sitting out there with his. Like, no, I can't watch that jump shot anymore. I can't wait for Seth to knock down these shots, man. Ben's moving at a cool pace. I'm not rocking his boat. Ben's going to be just fine. Ben's going to be fine. Let's not forget he's 24 years old. 24. If Nets trade for Harden, their defense will stink. That's just too many personalities for me, honestly. My one guy is a Nets fan. I talked to him, and he's just like, he was mad when they got Kyrie because he thought D'Lo was doing just fine with that crew. And, you know, their depth, they're going to have to give up their depth, like Dinwiddie and guys like that, to get a Harden. I just think they're going to mortgage way too much. But that's just me. They'll be a formidable team, but they're not going to be this top team everyone thinks. Lucas says, I watch all your vids, man, from 0 to N. Appreciate that, my guy. Bruce, shout out to my newest member in the building, man. Sony, what's up, my guy? Let's see. It'd take way less assets, and it would fit them way better. I think the Sixers should start Simmons, Seth, Thibault, Harris, and Embiid. I'm not mad at it. Rick Bennett, my guy, says, I watched the whole video. You already know, man. Ben has the higher ceiling. I'd rather have Buddy than Zach. What seed do you think the Sixers can ultimately get? I mean, it depends who gets hot at the right time, but we could be a top 3 seed, honestly. At least a top 3, 4, 5 seed. Sorry, RB, I'm late to the stream. Had to finish. Hey, it's all good, my guy. That comes first. But you can go back and rewatch. We reacted to the Doc Rivers press conference. It was fun. Wish we played in Christmas. Don't worry, man. Let them keep sleeping on us. Always have been a crazy Sixers fan. Think we match up with everyone in the East. I agree. I mean, let's just look at our team. I think we match up well with people, but that's just me. We were like 500 last year in non-Joel lineups. That's not something to write home about. And also the other factors that without Ben, we had no guards. Live ball gods. You already know, man. Can't wait for Tristan to take that midcourt shot he takes when Ben was covering him. Oh, man. Tristan Thompson might not even start, man. He stinks. Tristan Thompson, the biggest thing that has got him in the news was cheating on a girl, honestly. It's funny to me. Great live stream. Appreciate you, man. It says awesome talking Sixers with all you guys. Hey, this is no matter who you guys like, whatever team, man, whatever sport you like, this is the chat. We come and talk, man. Appreciate everyone in here. Shout out to Sam, man. Hey, we're about to probably get off here. If you guys missed earlier in the stream, we reacted to the Doc Rivers press conference. We're going to be doing stuff the next couple of days. Got things going on, a lot going on, actually. But these next couple of weeks leading up to the season are going to be great, man. We got 170 in here. Just imagine when the season pops off. Man, oh, man, I cannot wait for this Sixers season. The Eagles are just putting me like this, but then the Sixers just come in and just swoop me back in. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. This team is going to be good. Let them sleep on us, man. I cannot wait. Tyrese Maxey, how will he fit into this team? How many minutes per night? It remains to be seen. Even Doc said he doesn't know. We got to get a feel of it. But he's going to be a bench player. He's going to play minutes from day one. Y'all don't deserve to play on Christmas. Y'all got swept last year in the first round. Now, tell me how that has any correlation with that. You see what I mean? Like, it just takes like this. But it's all good, man. We welcome all takes, but sometimes you got to get grilled up, right? Because Jordan, if you were watching basketball on Christmas last year, I think you would remember when we shut down the MVP. Do you remember what I'm talking about? So we don't deserve to play on Christmas. Well, do the Pelicans deserve to play on Christmas? Do the Bucks? Does any other team? Why do they deserve to play on Christmas and the Sixers don't? Let me know. Ian says, love the show. What do the Celtics have other than becoming worse than last season? Beats me. Beats me, to be honest. I mean, Kemba Walker's struggling with his knee. They got rid of Gordon Hayward. I mean, really, the Celtics are going to have to rely, and I admitted it on draft night. They had one of the best drafts. They got Neesmith. They got Peyton Pritchard. They're going to be just fine with those guys, but we'll see, man, because the Celtics, all this talent they have, they haven't put it together fully yet, so we'll see. Pelicans and Warriors didn't even make the playoffs, and they're playing on Christmas. Facts. Like, come on now. We're not even playing on Christmas anyway. That was pointless. Exactly. I love how people just like, look, we respect all takes, but I love how people, man, they just let them know. They let them know. Pelicans got Zion. Bucks are way better. Knock it off. So this tells me you're either one of three things: a Dallas Cowboys fan, a non-basketball watcher, or a Brett Brown supporter. I mean, it's one of the three. It's one of the three. You can let me know which one it is in the chat because I know I'm right. But, man, maybe you're a Knicks fan too. Never thought about that, but we'll see. What do you think the ceiling is for the Sixers this year? Look, I'm going to be doing a video about this next week. I'm going to give my opinion on what I think will be a successful season for the Sixers, what our ceiling is, all that. It's coming next week, so just wait on it. But, hey, man, appreciate everyone in here. Do you honestly think Rivers is an upgrade? Is that a rhetorical, or just let me know? Is it bad that I like the Sixers and the Celtics? Whew. You're getting into some murky waters there, my guy. Some boundaries there getting crossed. Sixers destroyed the Bucks on Christmas Day. Facts. All this talent the Sixers got, and they're 1-8 against the Celtics the last two playoff series. Y'all can let them know, man. I don't even have to say anything else. Do Brett Brown supporters exist? And I think this is the last question, and I think it's a good one. To be honest with you, man, they actually do. And, there's people that still think that Brett Brown is a good coach and he didn't do anything wrong. And, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's like, the people that actually watch the team, and then the people that flip through the team and look at their apps on their phone and scroll through Twitter. And then you just got the people that don't watch it at all, but they say, I watch this team. I know two of the players. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Let's see. Korkmaz, sus defensively, but he's a low-key solid spot up 37%. Yeah, when he's on. Exactly, when he is on. And we just got to get that sense of, is he going to be that consistent player? Is he going to be that first-round worthy talent throughout his career? But at this point, we can now push forward. If he's not it, We have other guys coming up. So that's just my opinion. Not rhetorical. Do you think Rivers is an upgrade? His recent track record is sus. Well, I think he is. Compared to Brett Brown, yes. Yes. I think he is. How does that work? Sixers and Celtics, right? Let me rephrase that. I love the Sixers, but I like the Celtics. I don't know, man. You're getting a little iffy for me. Brett isn't a coach. He's a player development staff. Brett Brown is nothing more than a towel boy, really. I mean, he's a friend of the players. Brett is a great dude. He's a nice guy, but he doesn't know basketball. I mean, this guy was literally hired to lose. They told him, look, Sam Hinkie, no matter how smart he is, I know he was damn straight up with Brett. He said, look, we're coming in here. We're trying to get the top draft pick there is. It is what it is. I mean, come on now. Come on. Brett Brown, I mean, the guy doesn't know basketball. And we knew it. I've literally watched every game for the past 3 teams, and I even have more offensive schemes than Brett. I've been doing YouTube for 11 months. And I would like to think I know more basketball from playing 2K and watching videos. Like, come on, man. I think that was Al Horford's burner. That's funny. Explain to me how y'all are. You've never even been to a conference finals. Okay, so that takes out, well, even if you're a Brett Brown supporter, does that mean you watch this team? Because you obviously had never watched the Sixers, or you might be like 10 years old. And again, it's all respect. I love all the takes, but you do know we did go to the finals before, right? Just saying. I mean, it was a long time ago, but come on. Come on, man. But hey, man, we're about to get out of here. Shout out to Chris DeMayo, another member, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Great live stream. Again, hit that like button if you have not yet. Just take 1 second, smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you're new. Channel's going up, man. On the road to 5K. The giveaway will come at 5K. I cannot wait. But hey, man, appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. You guys have a great rest of your night. Hope you guys stay blessed, man, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.